So, chemo, for anybody that doesn't know, it really breaks you physically. It's an incredible drug, and I probably wouldn't be here without it. But it affects every single cell in your body, and physically the toll is huge, and mentally the toll is huge as well. It's a really I would say a traumatic experience to go through, and I know that's quite a big word to use, but I would use that for chemo. And so when it came to the end of my chemo, the side effects that you get from chemo can be cumulative. I had kind of 16 weeks of building up more and more and more physical side effects, and mentally was feeling really quite, I use the word broken. I felt quite broken at the end of chemo. And I thought to myself, well, I've got 2 months between the end of chemo and my next surgery. I want to do some work in that 2 months. I want to do some kind of return to work, but I also need to think about the rest of my life, because during chemo, it's not just work that gets put on hold; it's everything. And so the way that I approach things is in quite a logical, quite a planful way. So I remember sitting down with a piece of paper and writing down um, physical health, mental health, um, family, social, and work. And I literally wrote it on a piece of paper and wrote a plan for each area to say, okay, what can I do in this area to rehabilitate myself? And so putting work in that context and being able to talk to my manager about that as well, he was very understanding that work was just one part of what I was trying to kind of build up in that period of time. It wasn't the biggest part, it wasn't the only part, and that actually I needed the time and space to be able to work on all those other areas as well.